a boy growing up, man. Like, 5 feet tall in it, man. All them places was my playground.
Oh, yeah? Well, probably you should be the person on the farm.
Me? No, sir. Music is just as hard as farming, trust me. I may tell you, a lot more risk involved.
Well, out here the risks aren't all man-made. You'll have to deal with that stuff, God.
Well, that's why I put my trust in a Selassie, John.
I can't say that I'm too okay with the whole philosophy of Rastafari.
Then one at a time, man, you know, if it takes some time, I make you sit in and reason, man. I mean, you might learn a lot about yourself and your history.
Right. Maybe one day I'll touch upon that offer, but right now, my biggest concern is how to get that rat Sonny T off of this property.
Think is you alone? I can't believe that the blasted man from your face will come suggest like he can take away Ted Blackburn leave from me for $1.
Well, you don't worry about that. You just leave him to Aaron Levy.
Aaron Levy? The man doesn't look like him in too much of a hurry to me.
Well, I think the whole process is going slowly in the government office where they probate the will.
Well, the lucky thing me never did depend on that for living. God knows.
You know what I want? I want you and I to join forces against the common enemy. Mr. Dunman himself, Sonny T.
You see me, it's long time me against the boy Sonny T. You know? You see any man we can sell cocaine to young black youths growing up, the man they deserve for dead.
I couldn't agree with you more.
So, Richard, tell me now, what's the problem between you and Tanya?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's pretty obvious that things not too kosher between you, no?
Well, apparently she cannot reconcile herself to the fact that Dad left the greater part of royal family here to me rather than her.
That's what you call sibling rivalry, my son.
Yes, well, those of us who were born on the outside always have to deal with class prejudice.
Tell me about it. We grew up all around the great house. Not one night we could have sleep inside.
Well, that is not as bad as growing up and not knowing who your father is.
Well, at least you know who your father is now. I mean, he's still searching for my own.
Wait a minute. I thought that
No.
thing there.
No. Mama, don't tell me that thing, Papa. Yeah, show you. I'll know.
So we do have similar starts in life.
Yeah, but look at you now. You lord of the manor.
Well, you didn't do so badly for yourself. 500 acres of land with an airstrip and prime beachfront. Looks as if Ted Blackburn really checked for you.
No, man. I don't really mean her, his mama. Trust me. I mean, she slaved all her life to take care of Blackburn family, you know. I think she deserves it.
Based on everything that I've learned so far, that's very true.
And you know something? She's not too pleased about that tiff that's going on between you and Tanya. You know. Look.
I don't have anything against her. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to mend that broken bridge.
Why don't I act as a go-between?
Well, you have my support. 100%.
I mean, after all, Tanya in the same position. She must want to get Sonny T out of the beach house. And when we're all in this situation, I think it's in all our interest to band together.
You know something? I agree with you. By the way, do you remember Son?
Son? You mean Mr. Nathaniel Morris Esquire? How could I forget?
Have you met his daughter yet, Beth?
Daughter? Wait a minute. Son got daughter? Madam, I pray she look better than her father.
Well, I didn't know the gentleman, so I don't have anything to compare to. But I will tell you this. She looks quite fine in her own right.
So, what is our story?
She says she's here to research her father's family tree. She's supposed to come by and talk to me some more today, as a matter of fact.
Well, thank God I'm out of that family loop. I'll be spared the interview.
As a matter of fact, she was supposed to be here a lot earlier. She said she wants to see the workings of a real sugar estate.
You know, you're the man. I mean, you're in touch with that side of the business.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. The bull calf just broke the 2-inch pipe at the reservoir. Please bring the welding plan and the plumber. Oh, farm manager must have been trying to reach me on the radio, and I just realized that I left it in the deep. Listen, I have a broken pipe at the reservoir, and I need to go and rectify that. But if you give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Why don't you?
wait for me inside the office, because I think you and I need to speak some more about how we're going to deal with some of this.
Hey, man. Hey, but my cold. You just jump over my little corner there. Still a big head. I'm going to wait for you. See?
We're lucky we don't have any police around here.
Remember, you know, who jobless, you know. No man curse. See? No holy sacrament. Nothing illegal.
You have to take your word for that.
Please send them in. Good day, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm Superintendent Foster. I'm here to see if they're turning Mr. Butler.
Unfortunately, he's not here. He's in court today.
Well, I have a court warrant which allows me to conduct a search of the premises.
I'll have to call my boss about it.
You did say he was in court, right? Well, the last time I checked, attorneys were not allowed to take telephone calls while they're on the bench. Listen, this is all legal. You have nothing to worry about.
But how do I know that you're really a policeman?
Well, I suppose you'll just have to take my word for it. By the way, where are the filing cabinets?
What could you possibly be looking for?
My, you're a long way from the beach.
Hi.
How can I help you?
I'm not on my way to the beach.
Yeah?
I'm here to see Mr. Richard Blackburn.
Oh, so you're the person he was waiting to see.
Is he here?
I said, no, not right now. He just went out, but he should be back shortly.
Okay.
You want to come and have a seat while we wait for him?
All right.
All right. Yeah. Well, I knew he was waiting for somebody, but I wasn't expecting it to look like this.
Like how?
I mean, I didn't expect son's daughter to look so fine.
So you met my father?
Yes, I did have the privilege of meeting the goodly gentleman.
So, can I ask the name of the person who met my father's acquaintance?
Me? I'm Cece.
Oh, you're the Cece.
The Cece? What do you mean by the Cece?
You're the son of Miss Joyce at the Great House.
Same one. Oh, you see a resemblance?
Not quite. But I do remember her vivid description of her son, who was almost my brother.
I don't get you.
Well, Cece, I grew up always believing that I had a brother in Jamaica. At least that's what my father always told me. And that fantasy just floated away after his last visit to Jamaica.
Ah, that must have been when I met him. Huh?
So you're the son that he thought he had.
Miss Joyce's boy, you call you. Well, I hope he wasn't too disappointed when he found out that I wasn't his son.
Well, in a way, he is. You know, I think my father's concern is that he doesn't have this male offspring to carry on the Morris name. You know how you men are.
Well, you can't really blame us for wanting to spread the family line.
You know, my father's just going to be so tickled when he realizes that I finally met the son he almost had.
Yeah?
I'm kind of having a hard time believing it myself.
Well, maybe we should take a couple steps back and restage the whole greeting.
Like?
Well, I mean, since we are this mystical brother and sister pair, you know what I mean? Maybe we should meet like a long-lost brother meets his long-lost sister with a big embrace.
Well, then how do I know that you are Cece?
Come on, are all journalists skeptics?
How do you know I'm a journalist?
Richard told me.
So I suppose you also know that I'm here researching my family tree.
Mm-hmm. So I gather.
You see, Cece, we may not be connected by bloodlines, but somehow I feel a bond between us. I suppose it could be one of two things. One, the fact that I've always thought you were my brother, or the umbilical cords of Africa that can be found in every extended family.
Wow. So you know about African heritage too?
Listen, where I come from, if you don't know anything about your heritage, you'll be a non-person in the sea of Anglo-Saxon purity.
Well, it's good to know you're such a conscious daughter. One love man.
You mean one love woman?
All right, I get your point. So, woman, can I now embrace you as a long-lost sister that I almost had?
Why not?
Right.
Royal Palm Street. We'll be right back.
Well, it seems as though Mr. Richard Blackburn is going to be a while yet.
You know how life on the farm is. Apparently the farm manager called him to tell him that some pipe was broken down by the reservoir. I think he went to try and find a welder or something to rectify the problem. You know how it is. I mean, when you live on a farm, the cows and the goats come before your own family. As a matter of fact, when I was a little kid growing up around here, I remember my head would wake up in the middle of the night, 12 o'clock sometimes, jump in his jeep, splash down to the farm, some cow having its calf. Take a special type of person to be a farmer. Well,
Cece, to change the subject a little. Your mother tells me you're this big reggae star.
You can't listen to everything my mother tells you, trust me. To her one son is larger than life. But in reality, I'm just a little country youth trying to make his mark in the music business.
You didn't tell me you were this modest.
Well, you know how it goes. I mean, mothers are like that. Anyway.
And I hope I can get you and see you perform.
As a matter of fact, you know, if you're going to be here for another couple of weeks, you might be able to catch our show at Reggae Sunfest.
Oh, Sunfest. Oh, that's the large reggae festival in Montego Bay.
You got it. See you.
I'll have to attend. And I hope you'll, with your permission, will allow me to probably do an article on maybe a new generation of reggae singers.